What began as a collaboration, a partnership, and a friendship evolved into the TAZARA corridor. The historic 1967 meeting between Zambia's first president, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, and Chinese chairman Mao Zedong following Julius Nyerere's visit in 1965 secured a massive Chinese pledge to fund and construct TAZARA Railway. The construction of this railway took about 5 years, but during the construction of this railway, a lot of people died.
During the construction of the TAZARA here in Zambia, about 36 Chinese people died. Whilst in Tanzania, there were 70. So in total, there were about 106 Chinese people.
I was wondering why the Chinese government could build a whole museum in Zambia, but little did I know that during the construction of the TAZARA Railway, which is a foreign aid from China to Zambia and Tanzania, over 100 Chinese engineers died. Welcome guys to the TAZARA Memorial Park, and today we are going to be exploring this new museum right here in Lusaka Silveres area, which was built by the Chinese people in order to honor or to remember their fallen heroes. Well, this story of the TAZARA Museum is not all about the fallen Chinese engineers, but it's also about how the three governments came together in order to build the 1,860 kilometers Tanzania-Zambia Railway, commonly known as TAZARA. After the completion of this project, the three countries benefited from trade, and this mega project contributed to the development of Tanzania and Zambia. In this video, we are going to learn more about what happened back then and also find answers to why this project claimed a lot of lives. Kindly subscribe to my channel and help me reach 1,000 subscribers. So welcome guys to the TAZARA Memorial Museum. So this was established just to showcase what was happening during the construction of the TAZARA, which runs from Lusaka, Zambia to all the way through Tanzania, all the way to the port. So this was during the signing after the agreement of the project, and you can see this map showcases the length of the TAZARA Railway. Look at that. It runs all the way from Zambia to Tanzania. To understand the history, Mr. Piri, the guide at the TAZARA Museum, explained every step in detail.
So we are seeing now that this picture, it is the one that we were actually seeing, in the first part there. So here, after shaking hands, we are seeing that, there was a meeting that took place. Now the results that came out of that meeting is what we are seeing here now. These are the representatives of their countries, the representative of China, representative of Tanzania, and the representative of Zambia. This man you are seeing here is still alive. He's 101 years, and his name is James Makoma. He visited this place last year in February, and he's still energetic. So behind these three people were the witnesses when this agreement was signed. And it was signed on the 5th of September 1967. We are now seeing that just after the signing of agreement, then the Chinese government sent, the team that came for surveying and drawing. So these are the actual drawings that you are seeing up there. Okay, these are the original. Then we are also seeing, the surveying work, being, taking place there. These people, during their surveying work, they used to encounter a lot of different wild animals such as elephants, lions, cheetahs, as well as buffaloes. That's why we are seeing even the gunman that side. So him. In addition to that, these guys, used to experience a lot of, challenges. And one of the challenges is the one, this man who was actually drinking water from the source of the elephant's footprint, which wasn't easy. Therefore, we can actually conclude that, these guys really sacrificed for our national development, for both Tanzania and Zambia.
So in front of me, this is the first engine which was used on the TAZARA. Look at that. So this is the first engine, though it's not the actual thing, but it's the replica of the first engine that was used after the construction of the TAZARA. So just look at that. It's a massive thing. And on the other side, that's the first ship that was used. Dancheng, that was the ship that was being used to transport materials and also to bring the Chinese engineers for the construction of the TAZARA. The museum has some of the actual things that were used back then, such as the uniforms, the water bottles, and the shoes, among others. The other thing that stood out for me was the artistry and how everything around tells a story. In the recent days,
let me explain. In the recent days, I was actually one of the people that were present when the president was officiating.
wow.
So I'm part of the history, okay? Very soon photos will be out.
And this is Xi Jinping, the current president of China, and His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, the president of Zambia. I was also joined by Shami Vlogs, a YouTuber from Uganda. Kindly check out her channel and subscribe. Another thing that stood out for me is the fact that the museum has a whole cinema. Oh wow, look at that. Which is mind-blowing, and the chairs in this cinema are so comfortable. My friends and I enjoyed every bit of it.
China sent 500 people to Africa for survey work soon afterward. The survey team braved the harsh climate and endured the hardships of living and working in the open. The groundbreaking ceremonies broke the norm by being held in two locations, Dar es Salaam in Tanzania and Kibera Maposhi in Zambia. The ambitious project was extremely challenging from the technical and engineering points of view.
So yeah, we are now going upstairs because we were on the ground floor. So now we are going outside the museum. And there are a lot of people who came through. Oh wow. The sunlight is now out. The time we were coming in, it was a bit chilly. So you can see around me there are graveyards. As we say, it's a memorial park, the TAZARA Memorial Park. And these are the fallen engineers, and all of them, if not most of them, are Chinese engineers. So the Chinese government came up with this initiative to make sure that they honor their heroes, because it was the Chinese government that sent these people to Africa, to Zambia and Tanzania in particular, in order that they construct the TAZARA Railway. So they came up with this museum. They are the ones who funded the museum. China funded the museum, so that this should remain in history, and also they should honor their fallen engineers. They died during the construction due to some harsh weather conditions, attacks, diseases. You know, they were working in the bush, in the wilderness, trying to create the TAZARA. And these are some of the graveyards, and some of them are laying that other side. So yeah, it's a great place to learn about history, in particular to know how our forefathers, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, Mao Zedong, fought so hard to bring development to Zambia and to Tanzania.
That other year, there was this lady who came, whose father died when she was actually 12. This time around, she's should be 50, if not 50 plus. And then it was also a challenge for her to reach here. We fought her, encouraging her. That's when now she really came here. Yes.
So this is a beautiful place. It's a nice place. You can come here and check out the history of China, Zambia, Tanzania on how they came together in order to build TAZARA railway line, which runs from the port in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania all the way to Zambia. Most of these people died because of harsh weather conditions, diseases, accidents during the construction of the rail line, and some family members do come to Zambia to pay respect to their loved ones. I hope you found this TAZARA episode educative. Kindly subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.
President Konda inspected the construction sites many times, paving ballast and planting turf together with workers from the two countries, which greatly encouraged all workers building the railway.
I think so.